Well, welcome to Vintage Farmhouse Antiques. In this special video edition, we're going to show you this absolutely splendid collection of Joseph Clementson Pekin Sketches china. Dates from, we think, mid-1800s. China marks on it give us the production date sometime between 1839 and 1864. But let's show you around some of these pieces, talk to you about what was happening in Staffordshire around this time and how it came to be produced in these beautiful Asiatic Scene patterns. Now, Joseph Clementson was born in 1894 in Cumbria, but moved to the potteries around 1811, initially working as a collier. But by 1820 he'd apprenticed himself to J W Ridgway, and if you think this china looks familiar to what was being produced by Ridgway in that period, you would not, be 100 miles from the truth. Just look at the beautiful, beautiful detail that they've put into these blockwork transfer prints. Absolutely gorgeous. Pagodas, lakes in the distance, semi sort of Chinese European slant on the two figures in the foreground, but with those beautiful borders and the gadrooning around the rims. Absolutely gorgeous. White ironstone china on a 17.5-inch platter. That's got to be the key piece in this collection. The other spectacular bits that have survived so well for almost 180 years are these dinner plates, 10.25-inch with fine rolling gadrooned rims. That central blockwork decoration, slightly different on this if you note. Couple in front of a smaller pagoda and this central blockwork, not seated. And the floral decoration and the vase design slightly different. Just let me pan back to the platter and you can probably now, if you look at both of them, tell the slight differences in design that they've used. All the dinner plates in the series have the same central panel decoration. And then I'm going to move you onto these little dessert or side plates. Again, beautifully moulded, gadrooned rims, scrolled handrails, picked up just in this powder blue. And again, a slight variation on the same theme of Pekin Sketches. Flower vase now moved over to the right-hand aspect and no figures in front of the pagoda, but still with the lake behind with a boat on it. Damaged piece in the set that would be extremely valuable if in good condition, but it's, as you can see, chipped and broken and glued, and even the lid on this piece has been replaced quite badly with a glued repair. Beautiful moulded piece though, just look at the shapes they were using. Pekin Sketches was one of the patterns that was demonstrated by Joseph Clementson at the 1851 Great Exhibition in London, and no wonder it's such a spectacular powder blue and white design. Let me just show you the china marks that we used on all these pieces. Going to use this little dessert place just to demonstrate this cartouche mark. Pekin Sketches in a central scroll design with a Pekin pagoda in the design. Slightly underprinted here, we've lost a bit of the design on this one, but in the blockwork just there you'll make out JC for Joseph his factory. And there we have, again, just this beautiful scroll detailing. Just look at this, the way it's moulded, almost in a flow blue, the way the transfer blue has been used just on these handles to highlight some of the grooves and moulded detail in them. Absolutely spectacular. A lot of people ask us, what does damage like this have in terms of its effect on value? Now, undoubtedly, chips like this out of the base rim plates, and these very early pieces are very prone to damage both around the rims but also on these quite deep base plates. That will significantly reduce the market value of a piece like that. Certainly over a perfect piece such as this dinner plate, which has been absolutely well conserved, the value of this plate is in the order of around £60 currently. The platter on the rear, value of that, again, it's not in absolute mint condition. Just let me repan the camera. We have just a few little chips off the gadrooning around the edge. Having said that, the glaze condition on this piece is extremely good, and as a display piece it doesn't necessarily devalue it to nothing, but it will certainly reduce its market value to collectors and aficionados looking for perfect pieces. Similar size platter, there's only one currently on the market internationally, and that's in the US on offer at $950. Value of this platter with that damage on the rim is significantly less than that, probably around a third. Value of the terrine, unfortunately, with the extensive damage to this piece. I mean, the lid looks at first glance to be good, but I've spotted there's a glued crack all the way around the base, so at some time that beautifully moulded lid handle has come away. But it's the base of the terrine that really renders the value of this piece to next to nothing. Its aesthetics value as a decorative piece, but as a collector's piece of china, just look at the damage on that. I'm afraid this piece has no commercial value in either its age or as a collector's piece, which is, you know, heartbreaking because it's a beautiful piece. Can it be repurposed? Can it be used simply as display? Yes, of course it can, but it can't function as it was intended as a usable terrine. It's unwashable and would leak terribly. So overall, the value of the china in front of you assessed today on the UK market is probably somewhere in the order of between £400 and £500. Absolute tops, and probably less than that. We've got damage on both the base plates on the little desserts, but as a set to a collector wanting a display of blue and white, if sold as a whole, then the effect of this china is absolutely spectacular. I hope you agree. Thanks for watching. Do send me your feedback and comments in the YouTube comments. We've got lots of videos coming online over the next few weeks on blue and white china and other pieces of collectible and antique and vintage pieces that we're going to cover. So do subscribe to the channel, and if you've enjoyed watching and found it helpful, do hit the like button for us. It all helps get more people viewing the channel and enjoying these videos. Thanks for watching.